Alright, welcome back to Dunetos Fitness. Going to talk about some tips for a kettlebell swing today. I got this 35-pound kettlebell right here, so not too heavy. I just want to give you a quick demonstration. Basically, we're going to hold the kettlebell on the corners of the handle right here, both hands, good grip on it. And what we want to do is we want to maintain, obviously, proper mechanics in the movement, just like every movement. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this kettlebell and swing it between our legs, and we're going to go completely overhead with it. So just like on a press or anything overhead with a barbell, the barbell is going to be stabilized over our heels. We want that kettlebell to reach full extension over our heels as well. So you have a Russian kettlebell swing where you're going to come up that far where your arms are horizontal. An American kettlebell swing is what you're going to see more often, especially in our workouts. When we say kettlebell swings, we're referring to American kettlebell swings. You're going to see the kettlebell needs to come up all the way up and over your heels. Alright, so I'll give you a quick demonstration. Just do the movement a few times so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll talk about the specific mechanics that we need to focus on during the movement to make sure that we're preserving our technique. It's going to look like. Alright, so you notice that what I'm doing is I'm thrusting my hips in order to get momentum to pop this kettlebell up to and over my head. So just like on a snatch that we've talked about, on that clean, where you come up and we're giving that strong pop of the hips in order to let that bar travel, same thing with the kettlebell. Now, we want to maintain the mechanics of what we would maintain during a deadlift, where we're coming down and we're keeping our back naturally straight, engaging our core. Same thing, we're coming down to that kind of posterior bent over position and then really engaging our hips, popping, and then thrusting our arms up from that momentum. Alright, so those are the mechanics you want to make sure you preserve, is that same strict posterior form that you would go into a deadlift keeping. You want to go into the kettlebell swing with that also. Alright, internal rotation of your shoulders, making sure you're keeping your shoulders tight and back and not just losing them out of socket as you're swinging. And just making sure also that when we're doing heavy weight, typically you're doing these kettlebell swings for a specific time. You want to get more reps in. We're trying to get more work done. And so what you can do is when you're up, you really want to force that eccentric motion to come back down into the swing. All right, so it can look like you're up, you come back down. So you see that I can come back down very fast just by pushing down. Okay, so that's something you can do to increase the speed of the kettlebell swing. Another thing also that can kind of preserve your air, your oxygen, and your capabilities of just doing more reps with the kettlebell. On your way up, once you get about right here, if you have enough momentum from the thrust of your hips, you can just kind of let your arms rest and hang out as the kettlebell continues to travel. But it's something that you can kind of vary. Make sure that you get the right amount of momentum gathered from your hips in order to do that. Because if not, you don't want to end up stopping right here and then getting a no rep because you couldn't make it all the way up to over your heels. So if you notice, I just kind of pop, and then I'm just resting. Pop, and the arms just rest, and that momentum just brings up my arms all the way up to the overhead position. And that way, I get a little bit of a break just from that distance from about right here to up and overhead, and then I initiate the next move. Okay? So I'll go over a couple more just so you can see the movement, and then just go and practice them and knock them out. Alright, that's your kettlebell swing. This has been Adam with Dunetos Fitness. I'll see you next time.